Hello everyone, this is Kerry Anderson. Hope you all doing well. In today's video, I'll be talking about is the keto diet good or bad? Is ketosis a good way to lose weight? Give all the buzz adopting a ketogenic diet may be the perfect weight loss plan. So if you like the video related to total health, I would like to request you all please do subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon or give thumbs up so that I will come up with more and more videos with lots and lots of information. So here we begin. Let's go. Give all the buzz. Adopting a ketogenic diet may be the perfect weight loss plan, especially if you have diabetes or want to try this approach to lose those troublesome extra pounds. After all, it's a very low carb meal plan that promises effective weight loss while also lowering your blood sugar to the point where you could possibly stop taking medication. By all accounts, the keto diet as it's widely known, may even reverse type 2 diabetes, at least for some lucky individuals. Another advantage to the keto diet, it can help reduce systemic inflammation, which can have a variety of negative effect on your entire body. Unlike some of the other popular low-carb diets, which typically are high in animal protein, the keto diet focuses on getting to the body to burn stored body fat instead of sugar as the main fuel. When body fat is broken down in the liver instead of glucose as an energy byproduct known as ketones are produced. Now, make certain your keto diet is well formulated. While, like any other diet, you need to find the right proportion and balance of macronutrient, that is, fat, protein, carb, in order for your body to begin burning accumulated fat rather than stored glucose. The amount of fat you eat when following a keto diet is quite a bit higher than on most other diets. You will want to aim to consume about 60 to 75% of your calories come from dietary fat and 15 to 30% protein, with the remaining calories for carb. So there is still some debate on the effects of saturated fat and what constitute a healthy dose. There has been quite a bit of buzz around grass-fed cows producing cream, dairy, and butter. Ghee has been popular on the market as well as a clarified form of butter. It's really the trans fat that I think people need to understand the harmful effect on the heart and cholesterol. It's really the trans fat that you will want to avoid. Completely trans fat are highly processed and heated to a point where they create free radicals in the body which increase your risk of cancer. Trans fat are found in hydrogenated oil. Be on the lookout for this form of fat listed on the ingredients, and these are mostly used in the preparation of processed crackers and packaged food. The best low carb food include peppers, cauliflower, greens, and zucchini. Then, starting a keto diet, your goal should be to gradually reduce your carb intake to about 20 grams for at least 2 weeks, but aim for 6 weeks in order to allow your body to adjust to this fat burning process. Once you have reached ketosis, you will gain the benefits and be able to take a keto holiday, which is necessary to manage as long as you need to. Working with a dietitian may be the easiest and more efficient way to find the right dietary balance for your psychological needs and overall health. The purpose of the keto diet is to push your body into a state of ketosis where the body uses fat stores instead of its preferred form of energy, which is glucose. So now the pros and cons of following a keto diet. The major benefit of the keto diet is that it does work so you lose weight. But then again, it's a diet, and like all diets, it's short-term solution, something you do, then you stop. It's not really a sustainable diet in real life situation. More importantly, your goal is not just to lose weight. Anyone can lose weight. The more necessary goal is to keep the lost weight off. The keto diet can be an effective way to reduce excess body fat, but there are several cons that should be noted by anyone wanting to follow this eating plan. In fact, the keto diet has serious risks. For one thing, it's high in saturated fat, which has been linked to heart disease. Additionally, a nutrient deficiency and constipation could occur since the keto diet is very low in fibrous foods such as fruit, vegetables, and whole grains. Liver problem for those while existing liver condition could possibly worsen since the keto diet puts stress on the liver, and kidney problems could also occur. If you are considering going on the keto diet, work with a knowledgeable practitioner for seek out a registered dietitian with experience in prescribing it and following you to avoid any adverse effect. Now, the fair warning, there are challenges to choosing a keto diet. The first few days are extremely difficult as your body tries to accumulate the such a low level of carb. During this adjustment to burning fat instead of glucose, the side effect will make you feel awful, hence the term keto flu. You will be depriving yourself in social situation. You will need to prepare meals ahead and take them with you since you are confined to eating specific food. Now, the three common mistakes to keep in mind when on a keto diet. The first one, use fat wisely rather than excessively. While the keto diet means your food choices are geared to a low carb, high take, it does not mean adding fat to everything you eat. You do not need to fall for one of the most trendy keto tricks, adding a pot of butter to your coffee. This might be useful at the very beginning as you transition away from a high carb diet, but should not be continued once you are past the initial shift. Once your body has adapted to the new eating rhythm, instead listening to your body for cues, if you are feeling hungry right after a meal, you probably didn't have enough protein or fat. When follow it correctly, a keto based meal will leave you feeling full and satiated for hours. Then it comes to the second part. Seek nutritional ketosis, not higher ketones level, to gain the most benefit from the diet. You will want to aim for a level of ketosis between 1.5 to 3 millimoles per liter on the blood ketone meter. You will be there when you are eating well designed meals that carry you through to the next meal without hunger or other adverse symptoms. So higher ketones levels suggest you have more circulating ketones in your blood, but don't confuse this with efficient fat burning, which is the goal of this diet. Then it comes to ketosis is not forever. It's recommended that you follow this diet to arrive at a state in which your body adapts to burning fat and glucose store for fuel that you will want to take an occasional ketosis holiday at adding a serving of unprocessed whole grains to allow your body to change or a chance to work less hard. Staying in ketosis long term without breaks can cause muscle ache, nausea, and fatigue. That's all about the keto diet in this video. I hope you all liked it. I'll definitely come in the next video with my another content. Till then, God bless you. Bye bye and take care.